About to go live in a few more minutes. So I like to say hello to all you traders. If you're watching this on Periscope, hello. If you have joined our live webinar on Zoom, hello. Thank you for showing up. If you're going to be watching this on YouTube, hello. And yeah, this is 24FX. I'm Travis McCarter, one of your coach slash mentors of the academy. And if you have any questions, you can drop any questions right now live on the chat. And yeah, we're gonna get into a few topics. We're gonna get into US dollar CAD, US dollar Switzerland franc, US dollar Japanese yen, euro, and USD. Hey, welcome. Hey. We'll always usually start with some fundamentals, jump into the technicals, and then maybe a little forecast. So before we get into that, just want to talk about the disclaimer. Make it nice and brief. 24FX Academy is a financial data and news portal. We discuss our own forecast and how we perceive the market. This is not financial advice nor investment advice. If you want to learn more about our strategy and how we help traders learn their psychology, build a system around a trader, you can message us on 24fx.com, or you can message us on Instagram and also on our YouTube channel. So let's get into it, guys. So this is the charts. So let's first start with some fundamental analysis. So big thing this week, we had the US ADP non-farm payroll. It only changed up to 227K versus the forecast, what they was projecting for October was 188K. Positive news for the US. Hence why we had a lot of mix in the market, not enough momentum, because anytime new non-farm payroll does come out, a lot of traders is just holding on to orders and trades. So hence why if you were trading today's session, you felt like the market was moving a little slow. Also, we had with September's US ADP figures. It was a downgrade, from 230K to actually being 218K. Not a big issue, but you know what? With the ADP figures, we got to get those back up as a U.S. country. All right. So we also had Canadian economic growth at 1% in September from the Project Flat GDP reading from last month. Also, Canada had the RMP. Now that fell only 9% from the projection of the 5%. I said 9%, meant 5%. Also, Canadian IPPI posted 1% uptick. Great. It used to be flat last month. Also, the U.S. employment cost index went up a whopping 0.8% from the original 0.7%. So good, real good news. And then the Chicago PMI slipped from 60.4 to 58.4. And you know what? We have all these fundamental news. If you want me to get into it more in depth, you can join our academy and we can actually teach you more how to read these fundamental news. So that's that. But the big thing I would like to talk about that just popped up on my terminal was the Brexit. It looks like possible that they can get this situated by mid-November. So, hey, GDP, Euro, Switzerland franc, I will be watching those for November. Possible moves of strength. So let's also get into what we had this week, starting with Monday. So Monday, US had the personal income month. Hey, previous, actual. So that dropped. Also, personal spending, also previous, up. We dropped 0.1%. Hey, but that's good. It's good and it's bad, in my opinion. If their incomes are decreasing, but they're not spending more, that shows one good thing: people are actually saving. And if people are saving, maybe interest rates may, increase. So also we had unemployment rates in Japan that decreased. Good for JPY. Good job, guys, over there. Also we had the Euro business confidence. Previously it was at 1.21. It dropped. Hence, you can see it in the technicals. Right now the Euro is not doing well. More interest rates. So the interest rates stayed the same. So go figure. So that's no news for me. Japanese yen, they usually don't move their interest rates any further, a tick up or a tick down. It has to be something really dramatic for them to move in their ticks for the interest rates. And then Wednesday, like I just went over for today, this was all the major news. Next day, tomorrow, 8 a.m., we have the interest rates for the Great British Pound. So if you are trading a pound at 8 a.m., before that, I would say 7:45. If you are in a trade, ease up on a few trades. Like I said, this is not financial advice, but me personally, I would take whatever profits that I have currently and then wait until the forecast is over. And then Friday, we have the balance of trades for Canada, unemployment change, and unemployment rates, and in the balance trades. But you know what? We just started a new month, positive. So let's see what we have for the month of November coming up. So let's get into the terminal. So we have my four horsemen: US dollar, Switzerland franc, euro, US dollar CAD, and US dollar JPY. So let's start from left to right and from the bottom to the top. So we have US dollar CAD. Let's blow that up. Still going strong. Not a big effect if we break this down closer to what happened today. Not a big effect on the OPEC deal. Going to the hourly. OPEC deal dropped earlier, around 8. So let's go to the 8 o'clock. Here we go. So here we go. Market crashed into the cloud, rejected it, pushed back up, continuating of the strength. So unfortunately, the Canadians could not get more momentum off of that OPEC deal, even though, yes, it was a positive outlook for them. The oil market is doing good right now. Shortly, we'll take a look at that maybe depending on the time, because this is a live webinar. Definitely on Saturday webinar, I'll probably jump onto it. I won't be doing a video on Friday for the COT, so I'll probably do it on Sunday. I apologize. I won't be here Friday. We actually will be doing a live event, talking to over 100 people in a 5 other trader panel, and sharing our outlook on the market, and just trying to educate and just teach more people how to day trade. And then Saturday I won't be here for the webinar, so it'll just be Paul. But hey, we all love Paul doing his Barcelona swagger. But anyway, so regarding the COT report, I won't be able to tell you more of projections, but what we have here is still positive strength on the US dollar CAD. Let's break it back down to the 4-hour. So right now we're in this R1 level. Great. So since we're strong on the R1 level, if we can just actually break over this hump of this pin bar that was created, I would say we can still go north, getting out the auto. We have plenty of room here, And if we look at it on the T4, USD CAD, let's see if we're overbought or what have you. So USD on the daily, we are overbought. Do we have any wiggle room? Let's see on the weekly. I'm not positive on this. So looking at the strength index, let's see what that looks like. USD still a mid currency. We have also the CAD mid currency. Just like I projected, that Japanese yen slowly creeping down, losing its momentum. So I'm going to still say positive for the end of this week. I'm not going to say that we're going to jump crazy. So I would take profit to this R2 level and call it a day. We're strong above the cloud. We're above the R1. But this is my cautious level, R2. I don't really see the market pushing any further than this. It's getting kind of overboard looking at the T4 platform. So, yeah, that's my look on that. And like I said, if it couldn't really break the news on the hourly with the OPEC, that also shows me, hey, guys, it's not there. It's just not there. They still have enough strength. It's still strength for the bulls. So I think the bulls are going to run this up to the R2 level. All right. So that was US dollar CAD. Nice and simple. I think the reason why I like this trading strategy personally, next to the Neo wave, it's due to it's easy to see it. I don't know if it's cliche, but I have a cloud, so I feel like a weatherman. So it's just so simple to read the market with the pivot points and the Ichimoku cloud. Really helps. So here we go with the US dollar Japanese yen. Like I said, for the last 2 weeks, and I'm still holding my opinion, Japanese yen was super overbought for the last 3 weeks in the beginning of this month. And it's time. It's just, what? You can't be Superman all the time. So I see this continuing going down. As long as there's no other fundamental news, let's jump on the T4 platform. USD, Japanese yen. So now this curve on the 4-hour, it wouldn't make a normal trader nervous, but I think we're gonna bounce off this level here and then push up. And then if we look at our gold bar or moving average, this is my 21 and I have my 55. I feel like this is going to continue moving up. And if we look at this on the cloud forecast, we slowly bumped up the resistance of the cloud. I think this is just a nice pullback since we just was very bearish on the 4-hour. And if we look on it's on the daily, we're still bullish, creating this double bottom pattern or this bat pattern. So let's just illustrate that real briefly. If I can find my bat pattern. Holy smokes, Batman. Here we go. And if you can see this, I'm already looking at this as a trade. So if we get this bat pattern out into the trade here, should have got in down here, but I woke up pretty late. So I'm not stressed. I got my pivot point area. I don't think we're going to get into that, especially that we have these monthly pivot zones that we're in. So I think it's going to reject it. Still on the 4-hour. So see what happens. Start of the London session. If we have any crazy volume, then I'll get out. But I don't see that happening. I'm really confident in this area. I think we're going to accumulate some more volume in this zone, but get some more buy orders and just push up for the 4-hour. That's just my projection. So let's get out of here. So that was Euro, and I done it once again. Crikey. Gotta really stop hitting this button on TradingView. But anyway, bring this down, and let's get into the US dollar Switzerland franc. US dollar Switzerland franc is getting extremely bought. We're in a whole dollar mark, getting really close to this area. We get to the daily, pretty close to the R1 level. Yeah, we broke off this monthly level, but I don't see this pushing any further. Looking at this on a weekly, getting very close to the supply zone. And like I said, history really repeats itself. There's a strong body of a wick, but we still have Thursday and Friday. We can really push this down, making this whole thing a reversal pin bar. So I'm just waiting to see what happened. Back to the 4-hour. Like I said, overbought, truly overbought. I don't see any more strength coming in. As I said, keeping my eye out on the Switzerland franc. It came from the bottom. It's midway. We're in a new month. Tomorrow's the first of the month. Hopefully we can get that volume that we after non-farm payroll that came out today. So all that volume orders that's sitting, that's what I'm looking for. And hence why I'm still going to be bullish. I haven't traded US dollar Switzerland franc for the week. I'm just waiting for my catalyst. So what is my catalyst, if you ask? As soon as we get back below this monthly level, I'm definitely shorting this. Looking at this down the road, the thinning of the cloud is showing me, hey, the strength is not there. It's weakening. So I'm going to wait until we get below this monthly pivot zone. I'm going to short the hell out of this. Real simple. But that's my forecast on that. And then I did it again. Look at that. Man, I got to really pay attention to the little details here. Euro US dollar. Oh, boy. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. Took a trade. I'm sorry, everybody in the community. We lost 20 pips on this trade. I was long. Got in this area. Thought we was going to break out this pivot zone. We did not. Sorry, over here. Got in. And I failed you guys. I'm sorry. Didn't see the market right. Still a lot of bears in the market, but we're overbought. I'm still saying bulls are coming. Looking at last week's COT report, hey, we got Thursday. Hopefully we can get that one little push to show, hey, that's slowly coming in. But let's look at this on a weekly. We're still below. So like I said last week, if we can close as a full body red candle as a bear, I'm going to continue shorting this until we get down to this zone. So unbiased, but I got to see what the market's telling me. I didn't have enough confirmation, like I said last week, with this last close because we barely broke out of the cloud. So now that I know we're fully out the cloud, I'm going to trade this next week as a bull. I mean, as a bear, if we can continue red as a full body. If we get like this, a wick midway in here, I don't like it. I'm going to get bullish. But if this is still a full body bear candle, I guess I'm a bear. It's that simple. And like I said, we still have this head and shoulders patterns. It's not perfect, which I don't like, but we're bouncing around the zone of this monthly level as well. So see what happens in these coming weeks and coming days. And that's the forecast. If you have any questions, you can message Paul or I at 24fxacademy.com or on our Instagram or on our YouTube channel. Now, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. And also, I'd like to say thank you for all the people that have been subscribing. It's only been our 3rd week, and we have over 10 followers and on our YouTube, and every person counts. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. We love you, and thank you for joining us. And take care.